Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, coming again today, you're very, very welcome. Yes, the cupboard is still not returned as yet. So if you tune into last time, you'll hear a bit of a story around that one. I trust you enjoyed Jean Michel Jarre from Next Last Time, electronic music pioneer. Holds the world record for the biggest concert, 3.5 million people in Moscow. And it's great to look at him as a pioneer of electronic musical soundscape. So trust you found that one encouraging. We're going from there to 1973 in Minneapolis. Though he has native Indian heritage, he was adopted in 1974. He obviously discovered that he was a bit of a songwriter and could sing pretty well. Out in 2000 came the album King of David. A lot of his albums have been independent releases with just a little bit of help. His voice is pretty amazing. In that particular album, half the songs were spontaneously composed, performed and recorded. So that's pretty amazing for an album to be as unplanned as that one. Out of 2001, we had the album Faith. In 2002, two albums, Jacob's Dream and Dying Star. And from that year, we've got a live clip of In the Silence. This guy is very reflective and is a man of faith. And you can see how this comes through his music. He's very reflective, very thought-provoking, very calming as well. When you have native Indian in there, it kind of just comes through really in many ways into your music, and you just kind of have this sense of just reflectiveness as you listen to Jason sing. He's got an amazing voice, absolutely. The live version of In the Silence. 2003 out came the album Remember. 2004 Traveling the Angels, Trusting the Angels. Now at this point, Jason was getting particularly well known, particularly in the I suppose church conference circuit, being a regular contributor to those things. So he got quite well known in church circles. 2005 out came the album Great River Road. Live version of that particular song. One of the lines, I'm born where the rivers run. Again, to nod back to his heritage, a nod back to who he was and where he grew up. And it's great to know that born where the rivers run, the rivers, it's more than just rivers flowing, it's actually flowing through him. And you know, the concept of freedom and cleanliness and freshness that rivers actually are, and the life that they bring as well. It's great to him to be able to reflect on a Great River Road. And I'm just thinking philosophically here a little bit more about the fact that perhaps the road that he's been on is very much has been following that great river. So it's great to hear him singing that one. He's got such a lovely voice, this guy really does. Just what you need to do is you just need to still your mind and as you and just listen to him, because it's absolutely beautiful when he sings. So we've got a live version of that one. 2007 out came the album Beautiful People, and off that album we've got an acoustic live version of Never Alone. Now again, he's singing to his God here. And I've talked about spirituality a few times now. Whatever you believe, it's got to stand up when life is hard. The thing that gets it up this morning is the essence of who we are, those inner decisions that we make, and something rises up within us to actually help us to do that. One of the lines of this song is, "My Father knows my name." So this is more than just an ethereal kind of feeling. This is actually a real live presence, a real live intimate presence of someone he believes in who knows his name. Just pretend like you're God. Now, it's not good territory to go here, but you're God, right? And you're sitting up on the throne in heaven, and you know Jason Upton's name. Well, actually the 8 billion people or so that live on this planet right now. He knows my name. Trevor Haley. He knows your name. In fact, he knows more about me than I know about myself. And not just my present. He also knows my past, and he also knows my future. Now, I don't know what my future's going to be. One thing I do know is that it's going to be full of moments. And those moments we need to give our all to. Make the most of the moments, because that's all we have. Our future is just a series of moments. Is there a big picture, a big plan? Yeah, I've got a couple of big plans, I suppose. I'm never going to see, this channel being massive, but that's okay. Because as I've said a few times, if this channel touches one person, it's done its job. And, I do have 74 subscribers at the time of recording this, so that's pretty cool. Each one of you is significant. I've said that many times before. I really do care for the people in my channel. If I could have coffee with each one of you, I would. In fact, if anyone's ever in Adelaide, just reach out with a comment and we'll catch up, absolutely. Adelaide's in South Australia, by the way. It's a city that not many people know about, and we don't mind that. Beautiful hills on one side and beautiful beaches on the other with stunning sunsets. Absolutely beautiful blue skies today. So how good to know that the thing I believe in, the thing that Jason believes in, the thing that many people in the world believe in, he actually knows our name. And he can know yours, and he knows yours as well. So, what you do with that, I leave that totally up to you. But as I've said a few times in this channel now, there is somebody that loves us who's absolutely amazing. So never alone. I really believe that for myself. I am never, ever alone. Out in 2015 came the album A Table Full of Strangers, Volume 1. If there was a Volume 2, we got Extraordinary Girl. This is a love song to the love of his life, when they're met, and how complete she makes him, and what a blessing she is, and all that sort of stuff. So we've got an absolutely stunningly beautiful version of Extraordinary Girl, just him and the piano. That's all he needs. So we got an acoustic live version of that one. Between 2000 and 2020, there has been 20 releases. One a year, guys. One a year. It's pretty amazing. Someone's had 20 releases. A lot of them have kind of been independent with just a little bit of help too. So Jason's just had a pretty amazing career, really, in many ways. Hitting the ground running. He was, 27 when the first album came out. So, he'd done a bit of time, had a bit of life experience, but he's certainly been well and truly loved by America, particularly in church circles, ever since he's been around. Just one of these all-time kind of nice guys. And so 20 releases is pretty amazing. So, the invitation, never alone. If you want to have that feeling and have that understanding, send me a comment, send me a message, whatever you want to do. We can talk about that more if you like. If you're all fine with spirituality and things of faith, that's all good. If you're not sure, why not ask the question at least? So the links to those 4 clips in the description below, and I've also included my last video on Jean Michel Jarre. Just get his name right. You should think it was Jean Michel Jarre. It's actually Jean Michel Jarre. And so if you want to recap on that pioneer of electronic musical landscapes, feel free. Well, if this is your first time to Live Reflections of Music, or you've come back for another one, how great to see everybody here. We go into all sorts of genres here. Next time we're going on to one of my absolute heroes. In fact, if I could invite 3 people for dinner, this guy would be one of them. And it was actually thanks to this guy's musical genius, really, that actually got me going with this channel. And when I did the Electric Light Orchestra quite a little while ago now, in fact, some of the first videos recorded were ELO, where I think we did like 13, but be kind. What do you do when it's your favourite artist? You know a little bit about them. But we're going to go to the mastermind, songwriter, producer, lead guitarist, just everything really, Jeff Lynne. And of course, Jeff is still going, and we're going to look at some of his projects he's producing. Travelling Wilburys, obviously ELO will get a bit of a go, and also stuff in his own right. And so it's going to be good to be able to look at Jeff Lynne next time. So until then, hope I'll catch you around. Bye for now.